girl, welcome back to this space. Like, first of all, I'm really proud of you that you are still here and still listening. Okay. I'm just grateful that you said, okay, let me see what this black girl got to say. And you are hanging out with me. Um, if you have ever caught yourself saying, if only I started sooner, then this conversation is for you, right? It is definitely a place that I find myself wandering to sometimes. If only, okay? If only I started this podcast 2 years ago, where would I be now? If only I had pushed past the fear instead of sitting in it and letting it stall me out, like how much further could I be? And I think this could probably be applied to so many places in our lives. And when we look at it, it's like, wow, if only, and then there's this stagnation. But here's the thing, beating ourselves up over what could have been is just another way of keeping ourselves stuck. And today we're going to shift that. Okay. I have been sitting on this thing for a minute and I don't know, something I woke up in just a different place today and I decided to just get some things done. Okay. Because this cycle of delay, it's kind of frustrating, and it kind of gets you on both sides. And instead of moving forward, you kind of sit in this space of regret and self-judgment. I think that's one side. So you've got the like what if kind of worry on this side playing, right? And then you recognize, but I didn't. And that doesn't sit well with you. And then you've got the criticism and the judgment on the other side. And really it's a sneaky kind of procrastination that wears a different outfit. And this thing is not cute. And underneath that outfit, though, is fear. And it's something that I talk about a lot, but listen, I experience it too, right? Because honestly, the courage space comes out of a place of that we deal with so much fear. And I think it's something that's big for us in so many ways, because as much as we want to have faith and we want to trust in our skills and our abilities, right, in a higher power, sometimes like that doubt still kind of gets us, right? And it can really just keep us in the same position, which is tough. And I think a lot of us have so much within us to deliver, so much within us to share, so much in us to give, but that thing just eats at us. And I don't want you to keep beating yourself up about that. And I think that's why I keep coming back to pour into you and honestly pour into myself, because when I give it to you, it's healing for me too. So let's get into the what ifs, right? What if I had started 2 years ago? Like that's when I started this. And I want to say it was around this time too. It was around Women's History Month. I wanted to have a big debut and that came and went, right? And then I think one year I managed to get out the YouTube version. I was like, all right, that's what's going to hold myself accountable. And it happened for a little bit and then it didn't. So what if? What if I had kept it up? And I'm sure you hear that sometimes too. What if I had started? What if I had kept it up? What if I had left the job sooner? What if I had walked away from that relationship when I knew it wasn't right for me? What if I bought the house when I had the chance? I know a lot of us feel that one looking at the market right now, right? It's like, dang, if I would have bought it 10 years ago, if I only knew when that neighborhood was bad, I would be set. Or what if I had taken the trip? Or what if I had invested in that course, gotten the training, or just bet on myself in the moment? What if I wasn't afraid? We all have what if moments. For me, it shows up as perfectionism. And for some of us, fear might show up as that. It might show up as procrastination, self-doubt, overthinking, whatever name you want to call her. She knows you well, and well enough to keep coming back to that same thing, resistance, right? Because whatever happens in that thinking space creates the resistance. It's really this feeling. Sometimes it's just so heavy, right? And I do this work a lot with clients because yes, we've got to help you to think differently about the thought, but it's really that we've got to help you to be able to sit with that feeling, notice it, and learn how to respond to it in a way that's more useful. For me, I told myself, I just need to go and get ready. But honestly, I've been trying to get ready for a long time. Right. And really, what we call get ready is just another way of us stalling. right? We've been trying to get ready for a while, right? How long have you been getting ready for your workout, getting ready to go to the gym, right? Getting ready to go get your PhD, sign up for a class, like whatever it is. How long you been getting ready, girl? Hmm. I thought I was preparing, but really I was delaying. I was caught in that learning loop, in that gathering more knowledge. I think this is the way that we sort of justify it for ourselves or pacify that discomfort a little bit, right? That maybe like I want to be ready, but I'm not yet. I need to learn a little bit more. I've got to figure this out a little bit more. I've got to look into this first. Maybe not today, but tomorrow when I da 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 da. But we're still not doing the thing. Right, but, even if it's messy, y'all, even if it's not perfect, even if you don't have every single piece figured out, it's really better to just, like, jump into the thing. So, like I said, today I woke up feeling it's time. Not later, not when everything aligns perfectly, but now. And if you're watching this, maybe you're feeling that pull too. That maybe you've been waiting for the right moment, the perfect circumstances, the full confidence to move forward. But let me ask you, what if you just start? And maybe start over and over again. So by the time y'all even see this and wherever it is that you're hearing it to, it's probably pieces of the last 2 years, things that's been in the vault 2 years ago, things maybe from last year, and this piece from today. And honestly, by the time you go through it, you won't even know what's what. I'm the one that don't know. Y'all don't know. And that's the other part to this too. Like we're super hard on ourselves and people don't even know what's happening behind the scenes. Okay. But the truth of the matter, right? And this is really what I want to impart to is that the work happens in the doing, growth happens in the doing, the clarity comes from the action. And whatever fear is telling you, you don't have to listen. And you can kind of know that it's there, but if you just get yourself to take the one step, the one step, the one step, like you're going to gather so much more information to counter that fear and to also keep going and get closer to where you need to be. Because in that motion, it's going to really like cause you to reassess and evolve and how you need to be. It's going to cause you to learn how to be in that space that you have a hard time with. So maybe this time the resistance won't last as long. Maybe this time you won't be paralyzed as long. Okay. I'm hoping maybe this time I could last, maybe more than a month of dropping episodes because there's a lot that goes into it, right? Maybe I can get past the 2 months this time. Who knows? Right. I was doing some work with somebody and they were like, yeah, sorry it took me so long. I spent all day recording my podcast. They don't even know how that dropped into my system because it was like, yo, I'm sitting here struggling to get like one thing recorded like every 6 months. And they just spent the whole day banging it out. And it was just like, well, why don't you do that? What are you waiting for? Like, why are you trying to, make sure the setting is right or, your face is beat or this, and the other, because it's keeping you in the resistance. And that's not even why I got into this. I got into this because I knew the message was important. I knew the work is important. I know my purpose is important. And that's bigger than this, than how I feel and what I think. So this is me, y'all, stepping in fully. And since we're here, let me tell y'all what this space is about. Okay. So I am not even sure if this podcast is going to be called Grace Growth and Leadership or um, Grace Growth and Business. But here's the thing, I'm still moving forward. Right. And I want you to think about that even in my indecision about what to call it, I'm still taking action because maybe something will just like reveal itself to me as I do that. And I don't want to sit on it anymore. So, where in your life, this is where I want you to really go with this. Are you sitting? Are you holding back because you haven't decided yet? I think that's why I really came up with the name the couch couch to business collective, because it's this idea of us having all these ideas, but we're still sitting on it. And that's the couch is a play on like therapy, right? The magic happens on the couch. But it's the idea of us sitting. What are you sitting on? And can you move even with whatever's coming up in that space? Where in your life are you holding back because you haven't decided yet? Where are you waiting for certainty before you move? Where are you letting indecision keep you stuck? What I've learned that I'll share with you, right? There's no gatekeeping in my space. A lot of times your answers come as you start moving, just healing and movement. Movement is a flow, right? Fear and not doing is a stagnation. So it's the opposite. It's the opposite energy that you need. So that's really why I want to move, because I don't like the feeling of stuck. And I don't like what it's costing, not just me, but you, the listener, you're the woman I could be helping, you're the woman I could be healing, you're the woman I could be encouraging. So you get into your purpose work. I want to see what's possible, not just for me, but for you, if I'm able to keep going. I want to see what's possible for, I don't want to say for God, but like for what he wants to create. I want to see his possibilities, right? What will he do for me and the doors that will open up if I'm just obedient and I continue on this path? And honestly, a lot of why, oh, child, I didn't move was that feeling that I wrestle with, right? That emotional weight of what if it doesn't work? Like that's really what's beneath all of that. And maybe like that's a whole episode in itself. But for you right now, ask yourself, where can I still be in indecision and act anyway? Because that clarity that you want so bad, we all want it, right? How to do this thing, will it work, right? How can I get this done? Whatever it is, it's going to come in motion. There's just everything flows with motion. All right. And I hope that this space, this podcast, it'll be what you need to keep that flow going. We can really get at the things that are blocking you and create a path for your possibility. Okay. So as y'all work on that, know that this space is for you. It's for all my ambitious women of color, navigating all the parts of leadership, leading our families, our purpose, our work, our business, our lives, but kind of doing it on our terms, right? As we kind of even redefine that really. So, this is the space of pivots, it's the space of challenges and really the breakthroughs that come with building a purpose-driven life and business through real honest conversations, good reflections. I love homework, so y'all know y'all gonna get that too, okay? And I also hope to just have some dope guests lined up too. And I even have some in the archive because like I said, it's been a while, y'all. I don't even know if those people still do what they do, but I know they got a good word for you. So it's coming. Okay, this has been 2 years, if not more, in the making. All right. And we're doing it together and we're going to piece it together. We're going to like just get that fear aside, honey, and step fully into it. So let me say this. I'm excited. Let me say this. I'm also hoping to lean into like my faith as well in this too, right? Because I'm a Jesus girl. So shout out to all my faith-driven women out there too. Jesus is our CEO. And even if faith is not your thing, I know you'll find something here that brings comfort and confidence and clarity as you evolve into your next level, whether you are shifting in careers or shifting or sitting, launching something new, redefining success, or even redefining who you are in this season of life, this space is for you. Because growth isn't just about what you do, it's about how you become along the way. And that space in between, where you are now and the becoming, that's where I like to hang out. It's powerful. Sometimes it's scary. It's easy to get lost in there, but so much can grow in that middle space, in that transition space. And that I don't know if I could do it space, but we're going to do it together and I am going to help you through it. Okay. So my name is Amanda Flood and I'm so glad that you're listening and that you're following. And wherever you are, hit like, hit subscribe, and then go share this with a friend. Tell her this is why you need to come and listen to this girl right here. All right. And after you're done, subscribe and share with a friend. Come and tell her why she needs to listen. Put it in the comments so that I can see it too. Tell me why this is important to you. right? Tell me what's the one thing that you're finally choosing to start or even to think about in depth or differently from this conversation today. I really hope something from this stood out to you. It stood out to me in such a crooked backwards way. Right? This is my welcome to you in this space. Even though we're kicked off with a whole different episode, again, that was not recorded this year, but it fits together because all things work together for good. All right. So if you're ready to step into your next level, y'all, again, hit subscribe, like this episode, and we're gonna keep building together. No more if only I's. It's I'm doing it now. I'm gonna subscribe now. I'm gonna share this now. I'm gonna make sure to come back now because I'm gonna make sure to come back too. Keep bringing these episodes to y'all. All right. So wherever you're listening, thank you so much. Let's do the thing, y'all. Let's go.